Yes. Wow, that was actually really well timed for you.
Nice.
So hey chat, how you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
We have trauma.
Yay!
On this week's episode of Total Drama Chult.
Oh dear lord. If
All
we
right, who's
had
getting kicked off the island? Is it Koopalooey? Pretty sure it's Koopalooey.
well no.
Yeah.
The worst part is I'm pretty sure we could actually get the voice actor for Chris McLean. Like he will do just about anything. We just have to convince him this is a Canadian production.
Wait, does any of us live in Canada? Because that actually could be a thing.
I mean,
Nope.
I know plenty of
No.
people that do.
I
I'm
do
in
know some
Minnesota. That's
people.
close enough.
Oh lord. I just messaged Wiley after this. Wiley, I need you to help me find a voice actor. Does he play music? I don't know. Okay.
I mean, I think he sung in like a couple episodes of Total Drama Island.
Yeah. I mean, well, again, that guy is in just about everything. He's basically the Phil Lamar of Canada, which is a pretty good honor, I want to say at least.
Yeah, like comparing yourself to him, like holy crap, that's actually a really good thing.
So, does anyone have anything fun to announce?
Well, not at the current juncture, but there will be something happening special later. So thanks for everybody stopping on, and all will be revealed in due time. I'll say that much.
Indeed.
True.
Right.
Also, after a little bit of haggling, I was able to get the parts of the last episode edited together, so they're up on YouTube now. So if anyone wants to check out the what's it call it? Oh yeah, here I have a command for it now. If anyone wants to check out the playlist, head on over there through the link. They'll be in chat once the bot actually starts working. Damn it!
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't. There it is.
Back.
Nightbot's slow, okay?
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Just
Gotta
work
tap
out.
a couple times.
Yeah.
All right.
Well then,
Well.
we'll switch on over to the live scene so we can hop right on in to our game.
Mm-hmm. And I think we've kind of a while ago getting the start on this, so I think we should go ahead and hop into it straight away. Welcome, one and all, to session 24 of Chult of Personality. We gather here today, Zeno, the half-elf sorcerer, Dan, the half-elf witch, Wick, the squashling cleric, Elise, the wood elf ranger fighter, and Enoch, the human warlock, to mourn the events of last session. The party combed the nearby abandoned bazaar whilst defending themselves from a tribe of Batiri, bearing the masks of a crocodile with its mouth open. Wick inadvertently sprung a trap, which hurled green slime on him. Zeno removed the slime but lost an arrow in the process to corrosion. Seeing a small form disappear into a nearby trap door, our heroes followed and happened upon a den of kobolds, led by one named Kakarol. While he bragged about becoming a dragon one day, our party instead decided to leave him in peace. They then decided to approach a nearby shrine by foot and air. Upon arriving on the north side of the shrine, they were ambushed by Yuan Ti, though they were not the only threat present. A company of crocodiles led by their giant mother descended to feast upon the chaotic opportunity. In the course of the fighting, tragedy struck, as a strong wild magic surge resulted in an ice storm being centered upon Zeno. The cold hail killed Koopalooey, the faithful Vigipygmy companion of Kawasha, the party's guide. Seeing the opportunity the crocodiles took to feast upon the weakened and fallen Yuan Ti, the party retreated across the water to recuperate, and mourn the loss of beloved Koopalooey, who was the party's first casualty in the search to find the soulmonger and put an end to the death curse. And as Kawasha laid his fallen companion to rest inside a freshly dug and muddy grave, our heroes left to mourn, each in their own way. Dan, covering Zeno in the faces of this arcane accident, Enoch, isolating and reflecting in his own way. Elise offering King of Feathers feathers as tribute upon the grave of Kupalue, and Wick offering prayers and blessings from Shanti. And thus we lay Kupalue to rest. He will be dearly missed. As most of the party reconvenes, how hard will the loss be to Kawasha? Will he remain with the party? Where is Enoch? How will the party proceed going forward? Let's find out in this session of Chult of Personality.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Mm.
So yeah, who do you want to start with there, Milla?
Uh, let's go ahead and start with Enoch.
Okay, well, after he said his last goodbyes and walked off, and the party started doing their own thing, Enoch, since there were some buildings that led to an alleyway that looked like it headed towards the cliffside, he just kind of wandered off there to be alone. He was kind of basically already on autopilot since coming back. If you'll notice, he still has an arrow stuck in his chest. As he kind of finds like a clearing behind some of the buildings, he slowly starts unbuckling his like shoulder-mounted poncho and gently just starts to take it off, making sure it has to like thread the hole that the needle pierced through the poncho. Not needle, arrow. Before he does anything, he just kind of casts mending on the poncho since it's really the only thing he kind of owns, just the clothes on his back. And for the sake of chat and whoever's listening in the YouTube version, this would be the first time anyone would be able to see like just how much like his body is actually changed. Like at around the base of the neck, there's almost like a metal like collar just around his collarbone that blends into the weird shoulder pads that grew when he last passed out. And down to about the middle of his back, there's some segmenting like metal scales. But he just slowly like reaches into the bag of holding, pulls out a book, doesn't even look at what it does, and just kind of puts it between his teeth, grabs the arrow and just rips it out. Then slowly goes about like tending the wound. Before finally he kind of like just looks around. He sees a down tree or like just a lone tree behind all these buildings, and he just kind of walks up to it again on autopilot, doesn't even put the poncho back on, puts his metal hand against it, and you can see him just trying to like cast magic, and nothing's happening. Like the little trying to think of the word, the little screen in his arm is just kind of like going off, making little sounds, and finally just starts wailing on this tree, just like punching it with his hand, then his flesh hand, and just starts wailing. He does not really know how to process emotions at this point.
I see. Yeah, go ahead and take let's see, I'm just trying to think, what's your strength modifier at?
It would be
Currently?
a +2 because I never changed the floating +1.
Okay. Yeah, you punch into this tree, and with your fleshy hand, you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
You kind of flinch for a second as you realize, you didn't really feel that much as your mechanized hand didn't feel any pain from that, but as soon as you hit it with your fleshy hand, that kind of jars you for just a split second. See if you still have some feeling in that one yet.
Yeah. I would think after a while, Enoch would just kind of collapse to his knees and just kind of just try to rest. Though, emotionally, he's pretty much spent at this point.
All right. Meanwhile, back with the majority of the party, as Wick and Kawasha are currently going to meet up with Dan, Zeno, and Elise nearby. You look over to Kawasha, and he's just having his eyes currently rooted to the ground, just kind of. How about you guys roll insight check on him?
It's a 7.
Uh,
Like that makes sense for Zeno. Like he is still like completely distraught about everything.
also 7. Not
Nat
good at reading
1.
people.
That one. All right, and then I'll. You're not sure how well Kawasha is taking this. He's not really giving off a good read for you guys. He just sulks, sulks. I believe is the right word I'm using.
Yeah.
Also would work, yeah.
I don't know what to do with everything that's been going on, and I must be cordial with you. I feel like I'm at a bit of an impasse as to what to do next. On the one hand, I know I've been hired as your guide, but this last month that we've traveled has been just miserable. And then all of my work to try and deal with the undead as we tried to find them, and now this. A normal man would probably cower and buckle under such defenses, but I'm not sure how much more I could take.
If you need to mourn, it is all right. I do not think anyone would judge.
He looks down to you again, Wick, and he'll actually kneel down towards you, and he'll go and place a hand upon on your shoulder, and struggling to hold back the tears, he says, "Perhaps I do need some time to think. Perhaps if you were to do something else to give me some time to think. I need to come up with a decision, but I might need some time to do that."
I think we can do that. Some quiet time will be good.
He takes his hand and just wipes away at the tears he's just been fighting back. And he looks around. Well, I'm not sure where Enoch ran off to, but if you excuse me, I may send for a messenger for you if I need more time or if I've come up with a decision. And he kind of goes to pick himself up again and kind of looks to the rest of you. And so now I want you to roll one more insight check for me.
The 21.
He kind of scans over and looks to the rest of you. You'll hear from me soon, and the instant as soon as his eyes meet with yours, you barely catch the slight grimace of kind of a painful shudder. Just barely from the corner of his mouth as he skips over the instant he makes eye contact, and then he goes to turn around and he begins to make his way back over towards Kablui's grave.
In turn, like Zeno, when he sees him, like you see like just the saddest possible look or the most I'm sorry possible look that he could possibly muster right at that moment. Like he is utterly like he feels genuinely horrible about what just happened. Still, like he's still like not not getting the words. Like I even can't get the words above game. You know.
Understandable. But you get the sense that Zeno is exuding quite a bit of remorse.
Yeah.
All right. So as Kawasha goes to mourn further and contemplate, what do you guys want to do?
I should probably find Enoch.
Yes, it's dangerous in here. See how he's doing.
I'm
I'll
stay
just say,
here.
All right. At least just kind of, and this is me just temporarily out of piloting at least. Just kind of looks around. Ah, there's his footprints over there. Let's go find him. And at least goes and leads you over. And Enoch. Uh, Eventually you hear some footsteps coming from behind you, and
I was about
you
to say.
see a pair of. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like, you'd probably just find Enoch on his knees, but when he hears movement, he would just on like reflex transform his hand into his rapier, and look towards whatever's coming.
You turn around and you see your companions, minus Kawasha and Zeno, are currently approaching you.
Oh, it's you. What happened?
We came to check in on you. Gouache is gonna stay behind for a little bit, try to figure out what he wants to do to proceed forward. Just wanted to make sure you were doing okay.
I don't even know what okay is anymore. And this would probably be the first time any of you guys would see Enoch fully like just in his like pants and sandals. So you've probably only caught glimpses of like what started to become under the poncho at this point. Enoch would just probably just go, so, do we have a plan moving forward? As he'd walk over and pick up the poncho and just kind of hold it over his shoulder.
You could always try to go
Well,
back to the temple, or you could try to just look around elsewhere.
I mean, that one is the closest. The only threat at this point, unless more Yuan-Ti have shown up, is crocodiles, and we can probably handle the crocodiles and Big Mama, or at the very least try to communicate with them. Dan smiles very slightly to trying to diffuse the mood a little bit. I too can speak to animals.
Enoch just deadpan face, like looks over the group. Are we even really in a condition to try to go into one of those temples again? I don't know about the rest of you, but he gestures to the freshly bandaged wound in his shoulder. I'm I'm in no condition to try to go fight whatever those temples are gonna pop up again.
Might be a good idea to rest, yes. I technically could, but only technically.
Yeah, we don't need any more losses today. Enoch will say he just kind of brushes past everyone, heads back to around where they camped before they went towards the temple.
All right. Very well. All right. You make your way back over towards that previous set of ruins, And I'm just gonna go ahead and bring back up the player map of O-Moo again.
Alrighty.
So, as you all begin to set up and make camp again, and Elise and Wick, the two of you happen to make your way as a turn down the lane a little bit, and we'll say in the pouring heavy rain, you happen to see a lone figure of sorts making his way down the road. And at this point, I'm going to take the time and say for everyone, I would like to introduce, for all of you in chat, a very special guest. The special, the bombastic, the charming, hey, Mr. Rabbit.
Hey!
What's going on, guys?
It's a rabbit.
Hey,
It's me.
came in a bit of a heavy moment.
Yeah, look, just a poquito, muy poquito, and it's only gonna get worse from here.
No, don't worry. This will be fine.
That's just how bitch of a jungle.
Just about to say, oh no, look, it's much larger Bara Kupalue, who's also a bull.
And it's also a bull.
All right. Well, so, Rabbit, go ahead and please describe your character as you found yourself wandering down these ruins of O-Moo.
O-Moo, so in the ruins of O-Moo, there is a giant 7 foot 2 inch tall minotaur. He looks stocky. He's very built. He has tawny eyes, and a bit of a tawny pelt to him with a black muzzle. He has forward curved horns, chainmail that's on his body, that's kind of held like a toga. So on one shoulder it's clasped. It seems to be clasped with the bones of whatever creature was unfortunate enough to really stand toe to toe with a minotaur, to be honest with you. On his back, he has quite a variety of weapons. He has a bunch of tribal-looking javelins. He has a pretty stout-looking warhammer, a battle axe, your common minotaur accoutrement. He has what seems to be a shield. It is a large teardrop shield that doesn't look like something a minotaur would have. It looks like something he found. And the most notable point about him is there is just a beat to crap crown just hanging off of his left horn as he regards all of you.
Wick blinks.
A cow.
Huh.
That's a lot more than a cow, Wick.
And he kneels to regard. I imagine Wick is small.
He is probably up to your knee.
I'm not really sure how to regard you, actually. Strange.
And you talk.
I do. Though it's not every day I get to talk to somebody in this temple. Who are all of you? What are you doing here?
We are an expedition. We are here to break a curse. A death curse.
A curse?
Yeah.
I see. And you know regard Enoch? I guess that's...
Yeah, we.
Interesting.
Oh, go. Could you repeat that?
Interesting. I've never seen a human wear such accoutrements before. Are you from an elite force? Expeditions are not too unheard of, but...
No, I'm just from a village way far from here. This, and he just kind of. One second. This is kind of a unfortunate accident of circumstance.
Even,
Another way.
even unfortunate circumstances. Even unfortunate circumstances can have blessings in them. For example, you might be one of the best people equipped for this. You have your own armor at all times. It seems.
It's tend to be more curse than blessing, but well, it's just I'm just happy that we met someone who isn't hostile so far.
Indeed.
What
None
is
of
your
you
name?
really look for type to swing first.
About game, I'd like to point out that Zeno is not with you guys. He's still
Yeah.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, we did return to the campsite.
Well, we were on our way.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. I will
So
say
you have
as
intercepted
you're.
us.
Yeah, I will say you're meeting up as you're going to make your way back to Zeno.
What is your name?
Oh, my name. It's been a while since I gave that. It's, you may call me Tyrant Bane of O-Moo. What is yours, small one?
I am Wick.
I see. And you, the armored one. What is your name?
Enoch.
Enoch. These are strong names. Both you and he share.
There's a half elf in the back. He's been kind of quiet this whole time with the dog walking alongside him, a Shiba Inu. He says, Hi, I'm Galinda and Aylworth. Sorry, I'm not much of a people person. Hello, and this is Yuki, my familiar. And
Did
Dan's
I-
gonna quickly think to her, act like a normal dog for now.
In your mind, you hear back. I was just about to say thank you. I'm not sure how I feel about this one.
Well, do you all come here in peace?
Depends on who you ask. But I think so. We are trying to defeat the death curse and the dead people that are usually around it. And the snakes. Especially the snakes. The snakes have been mean.
Truly? Really? Is this true? He is now on both knees just regarding your smallness.
Oh, yes. It is true.
Truly. So
It
you
was-
all fighting the Black Day as well?
Yeah.
I think the others of my tribe would be full glad to hear from you. We're from the Sunblades of Napaka. Do you have a camp set up nearby?
Yeah,
I'd like to.
Yeah, you're welcome to join us. We repurposed some ruins nearby.
That's not too unusual. I've decided then. I'll see this camp of yours. Please, lead the way.
Okie dokie.
And he'll stand up with a rumble, and his horn will just clatter as he just walks across, walks behind the small creature.
Waddle on back to camp.
As you're walking back, Tired Bane, you also see there's another human that's also kind of with them. He's simpler dressed, bald headed, and he has a cord tied to his back. And as you make the comment about the sublights of the Paka, he just Wait. Napaka? The same Napaka that was... You couldn't possibly mean...
Passed down through ancient history. The Sunblades of Napaka. At least through our tribe.
That's... amazing. Does that mean you truly are descendants of people that have lived here? Please.
Indeed. Although, I admit, and he'll just kick over a piece of stone with his hoof, things have probably been better centuries ago.
I mean, to be fair, city's still mostly intact from what we've seen.
So then you would probably know. I had a vision recently of an attack of a big scary zombie guy. Did this happen recently?
Big, scary zombie.
Roll a history check for me there, Tyrant Main.
All right. Go, Himbo Brain, go. 13.
Okay, I love this already, but it's not like I can't say anything. I'm not with them.
Well, with a 13, from the tales that your tribe has passed down, there have been mentions of undead, but from what you remember them telling you, you don't remember any specific undead that they had mentioned.
Familiar with any particular undead, but scores of them, we are used to them, yes? You also mentioned the snakes as well. You must be mentioning the Yonti?
Yes.
I guess.
Yes. One of their claws made a fine buckler for my armor. And he'll proudly point with a finger.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. A dreaded one, too. At least I think it's dreaded. I couldn't understand with all the hissing. Anyway.
I mean,
They had been quite mean, so close enough.
Sadly, that seems to be the normal MO for them.
Yeah. Though I am curious, have you run into any other human-y magic folks run around with a yellow banner? Our boy Orvex over here came down with them on an expedition, but they got separated.
Yellow banners.
To
Yes.
be fair, Master Enoch, I'm sure you must be actually referring to the Arcane Brotherhood, and to be fair, it was the yellow banner that we discovered their old campsite here, but it seemed like it hadn't been used in a while. The Arcane Brotherhood might have been using it before we got here, but
the factions all just kind of blur together at a certain point, especially when they start attacking us.
It's not too unusual to see a banner or two with expedition parties. Although, we've never really understood it ourselves. There's all the banners and all the stomping and the bonfires. May as well just make yourself known to every beast, creature, and foul thing in the jungle.
Enoch wants to say something, but then thinks back to their entire journey, and then he's just the finger meme, one up then down.
But this must be the way of other cultures, though. It's not our place to judge.
I mean, go ahead, Dan.
Sorry. I just figured, since you've been here for a while, Tyrant Bane, have you seen a hag running around? Older-looking woman, peg leg that producing yellow gas, carrying a weird-looking bag.
Have I?
make an intelligence check for me.
Great! My best score.
Yeah.
Sorry to put you through the ringer, Rabbit, but
We got 10 on that.
A 10. Not that you particularly remember.
No, nothing quite like that. I feel that if I had, I'd still be sneezing with the smoke.
Hmm. Oh, well, the search continues.
It is at about this time that you all manage to make your way back to camp, and you find yourself uh, meeting up. Zeno, you look up and you see the rest of your companions making their way towards you with someone else.
Oh. Oh, hi.
Zeno, we found a cow.
I can see that.
I believe the term is. I'm a minotaur, actually, Wick.
He blinks up at him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cows are, well, for one, female. Two, they walk around on all fours.
He blinks.
Well, I guess that's true.
I have been known to stalk through the underbrush on all fours.
Again, just the finger up, then finger down.
Oh, that was great.
You guys gotta remember, Enoch, the most exotic thing he saw before coming to Chult was goblins.
Mm-hmm. Flashback to seeing. Oh, what were all the things? Oh, yeah, the King of Feathers.
The dragon, the king of feathers,
The
the snake people.
Dragonborn. Well, the snake people, those weren't natural. They had snakes for hands, which Enoch will still not let go, but right now he is not on the point to bring it up.
Farm
And-
gorilla zombies.
An octopus.
Oh, yeah, the octopus.
I think that was the most traumatizing of all of them, honestly.
Mm-hmm. What which abomination was that? I believe was the quote you used.
Yeah.
Listen, man, okay? Just think about it. You live in a landlocked place of nowhere. There's no internet. There's no books. All of a sudden, this little boneless tentacle abomination shows up, okay? I stand by my reaction. So much so I slipped into Enoch's voice.
It's almost like he's a part of you.
Oh, please. I already
Rabbit,
have
at this point, you'll see a half elf with a like long blue trench coat and blue bandana stand up, put his hand up. Zeno Armstrong. Apologies for not being more jovial to the meeting.
Tyrant Bane of O-Moo, and he'll clasp your arm he'll clasp your forearm. Things seem sullen around here. Is it something that might have happened with the jungle?
We lost a friend.
But it wasn't to the jungle. Enoch will say he just kind of walks by, sits down on a piece of rubble, and starts storing his poncho into the bag of holding.
We were fighting the snake people. An accident happened.
Tragedy in battle. I've known it before. My condolences to you.
What they are worth.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, our guide who helped us come down here was had a companion with him. I'm not sure if you've seen them before. A veggie pygmy, a small, plant-like mushroom folk, but he was a true and valued friend to our guide, and he's taking the loss quite particularly hard, I'm afraid.
I can understand. Bonds formed over time, broken like that. The wound must be fresh.
Quite so.
Well, unfortunately for me, it was my own cockiness that caused it.
It was an accident. We didn't mean it.
Like I said, you can't blame yourself for this. It's not like there was any control. It just happened. The best we can do is try to be better.
Well, that's gonna take work. Hopefully, though, by any luck, I'll figure out how to help control this shit. Pardon my language, sir.
No trouble.
Right here.
He's gonna hop onto like a little rock.
Here we go. This is our camp.
This is a nice camp for what it's worth. You all have picked a fine place. Seems well defensible.
Yeah, we've had a few mishaps with camps, so we've gotten better at putting them up.
The more you'll find that the more one lives in the jungle, the more you'll learn to be a part of it. Not the other way around.
Well, it's definitely trying to make us a part of it, thanks back to all the assassin vines. But now we gotta figure out what we want to do while we rest up, Enoch says, as he just kind of, again, transforms his hand into his rapier and just starts drawing in the dirt. We got two ways I figure it. We could either head back to the temple once we've all rested and hope that the Yonti and the crocodiles have basically fled, or, and I'm starting to think more in terms of survival rather than how we've been going forward, we can go pay those kobolds a visit again, because at this point we can use everything that we can find, and we haven't found a lot.
I see. When you say go back to the temple, do you mean the Temple of O-Moo where I was?
Well, there's a lot of temples. I'm not sure which one specifically is of O-Moo. It was the one nearly sunken by the river.
Shrine
Oh.
over that way. And he points over here.
Oh, I see. So you were over there.
Yeah.
Rabbit, I'll give Tyrant Bane a quick history check with advantage.
Okay.
Given your background stuff.
Let's go, brain.
16. Based on some of your time and given your history with the 9 trickster gods of O-Moo, you would recognize that as the shrine dedicated to Papa Zottle, who was an Ebli that was apparently a mean trickster of sorts.
The temple belonged to Abazatl. It was a trickster of some sorts.
It feels like a lot of these guys have been really. We've been going to a couple of temples so far.
Yeah, Enoch will pull out one of the puzzle cubes. Each one's got one of these cubes, and far as we can tell, whatever's happened with the death curse is in a temple that's devoted to all 9 of these tricksters, so we're gonna need a cube for each one.
Oh, I see. So if you would go to the lesser shrines, you'd find a cube. And then once you have all 9, then you go to the highest temple of their pantheon.
That's what we think.
So far, it's seemed to be the right direction, yes?
Our biggest issue so far is that well, we can't tell if the Yonti are after it. They've appeared at 2 temples, but they were more interested in seeming just to kill us. Whereas those Arcane Brotherhood types, they were also checking out these temples. We got one of the cubes from them after they tried to kill us, and we spared, well, the one we tried to get answers out of. they traded for their life, and I didn't feel like killing them.
I see.
Yes, the group is led by a strong wizard. Her name is Migra.
Migra. All this is so foreign to me. I didn't expect this when I came into the camp. You all say that you might be able to go ahead and fight back the Black Day. Maybe get rid of all this for good.
Yeah, there's been enough senseless death. Whatever we can do to prevent it.
So I assume these Black Days, that is the snake people?
The Black Day is when O-Moo itself was destroyed and just scores of undead took over. Eventually, from what the elders say of it, Yuan-Ti eventually took over the site. They've ruled here ever since.
If I were to hazard a guess, I'd say that our two missions are similar. It looks like.
I agree.
So where exactly is your tribe holed up then? I mean, it's a big city, obviously, but with the ONT running all over the place, I'm just curious where would be safe.
Well, we originally were working on a skirmishing force. I myself, with the Sunblades and Napaka, I'm an infantry. Just your normal rank and file soldier. With free benefits, I'll add, and he'll plink his crown. But for something like this, I think it would be best to go ahead and go back to command. Find my superior, talk to him. Maybe
Right.
bring this to the elders. So if I was to look onto this, we would currently be holed up, as we do move from time to time. Milla, where on this map are the cows?
A very good question, Mr. Rabbit.
I'd like to find the cows, please.
That's a good
I would
question,
like to
hey,
find
man.
a herd.
Also, welcome back, Chaco.
We'll just
Oh,
go ahead.
welcome, friend.
We'll just go ahead and use our. We'll just go ahead and use our call. Now wait. That way.
I'll say that you're.
That's
Will
if that
probably
actually,
make the
if that actually had worked. He did that.
Let's see. We'll say that for brevity. The last that you heard, your superiors are currently holed up. It's some ruins over here. Funnily enough, next to, and you would know this above game, another shrine to. I have to double check.
I'm listening to Jungle Ruin ambience right now, and this monkey is losing his shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have been here when my character got cursed with Mad Monkey Fever.
Oh
yeah, that was a trip.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Yeah, no, Vision just full of monkeys. They aren't there. They're just dancing around.
7 of 9, you doing okay, buddy? Doing
I'm
okay,
sorry.
little?
I'm sorry, I am debuffering. What does the paperclip say?
I can't believe you got cursed to run 1 million instances of Bonzi, buddy.
It's the worst.
So where at on the map? Did you ping it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
down over here. Oddly enough, you managed to situate yourselves next to another one of the shrines, which you would recognize as a shrine to Unk, the flail snail.
Ah, Unk the flail snail. Now that's a flail snail I can vote for.
Indeed.
There's spelling for everybody.
I was so close. God damn it, silent letters.
Yeah.
Silent letters just always sneak in. They're like, "Shh, don't tell anyone I'm here." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "No, I'm just an H. I'll be right here. Don't worry."
Or it's a P.
What do you
instead
do?
of,
Don't worry about it.
pterodactyl.
Yeah. We're like, hey, and night, just chilling out at the very front of the word.
Like an asshole. Like he owns the place.
Yeah, right.
So we're here right now?
No, we are up
above
here.
game. You're currently up here towards the north, next to Papazato Shrine and the waterfall. Not too far off from that.
And I will mark with a finger the temple of my main man, Unk. My tribe's currently there at the moment.
All right.
It would
So
take
across
some
the
time
water.
to get down there, but I think it would benefit to go ahead and. It really does seem like our goals align in these puzzle boxes. I've never heard of them. The elders would love to hear of this.
I think we should tackle the shrine near us first since we're here. Otherwise, we'll have to go all the way back down to come back up. Might as well hit one while we're in the neighborhood, you know?
For another one of these puzzle boxes?
Yes.
Yes, that's a good idea, but may I ask, do we just rest for the rest of the day?
Yes, of course.
Yep. All right.
Oh,
Any other
please.
objectives?
Yes, of course.
All
I'll
right.
see what I can do. I might be able to go ahead and perhaps signal to maybe one of the other people doing skirmishing and scouting around here. If I'm successful, I might be able to go ahead and let him know. He might be able to go ahead and run and... What is it that people, like you say, roll out the red... No, red's blue? It's a carpet. Roll out
The
a
red
carpet.
carpet, yes.
Yes, yes. Rolling out of the carpet. We'll do that.
That would be very fancy.
The first time since you guys caught back up with him like that, you actually see Zenos or have a small smile on his face from that.
Yes. Excuse me. I'll see what I can do, and I will go to the front of the camp and I will find out what's in an explorer's pack. Hopefully, it's something that can make sound or something. If not, we're going to be doing a lot of mooing.
Marr.
What's his road flare doing here?
Yeah, in every explorer's pack, there's a road flare, a burner phone.
What I was imagining when you said there's gonna be a lot of mooing. Yes, cows, famous for their echolocation.
Didn't you know that? All cows can echolocate each other. It's a well-known fact.
That's why they have those conical ears.
Cows. One of them moos, and the other is just mooing time, as if they're saying, "Shut up, Howard." Chewing grass.
All right. Unfortunately for an explorer's pack, there's not really anything for anything to replicate sound in there, and it is currently heavily raining out, I might add.
Let me do a quick check because I do also have a Monster Hunter's pack, so if he's looking for something, I can maybe help him. But I gotta check what I got.
What are you looking for?
Something that could make maybe a smoke signal or something. Normally, I like to gather some underbrush and go ahead and whatever this is, and he just wiggles the crown on his horn. It is amazing at making smoke signals. You set it on the fire, lift it up, and it creates the perfect ring.
Well, if you need something for making a fire, I got a tinderbox right here.
And if we can go ahead and start a small fire, yeah, let me go ahead and see if that would work.
Okay. How do we want to do this for making a smoke signal like that? I guess make a survival check?
No need. Zeno would, knowing that nothing happens whenever he does this, he would go up to where the stack of wood and all that for the fire would be and cast a firebolt to set it off.
Alright. Yeah, you said your poem and a bolt of fire erupts and strikes through into the pile of brush and fire begins to take off.
An amazing trick. It's been so long since I've seen magic like this. Amazing.
Well, with all due respect, this will be the only magic you'll see from me in a while. Stuff
Also,
that I know won't cause any harm to anybody. At least any harm that to anybody I care about.
I understand. However, just a thing of advice. I've always figured out that gifts aren't really meant to be held back. You gotta take the good and the bad with them.
You know, normally I would agree with you. But, considering everything that just happened today, I'm gonna play a little bit calmer the next few days.
I understand. The wounds are still fresh. My apologies.
I know it means your fault.
Let's see.
Alright, give me that survival check there, Rabbit.
All right, let's do a survival check. All right. 4.
For the record, also it should be known, we do start with an inspiration.
That is true. Everybody
Yes,
starts off with
that's
one
important.
inspiration per session.
If you want to spend it, you can.
Oh, why the hell
That is
not?
up to you.
Let's
It's
gamble.
like
fun.
you're about to go to bed anyway, so
Yeah, we get one inspiration. Oh.
No.
It goes out.
You set the entire jungle on fire.
Question, Rabbit.
End with this.
Specifically, what are you using in order to try and make your smoke signal? Are you using a cloak of sorts?
Nope, just his crown. He does it. He sets it down. He sets it down, lifts it up. It's perfect. So a perfectly formed ring. He has no idea what the hell this is.
Right. Okay, so the way I'm kind of seeing it is that you're trying to use the crown to flare up little smoke rings, and the problem is that the fire is too big, considering the size of the crown, and you try your best efforts to try and see if you can shuffle the crown around and finagle it, but before it can get too hot, and you have absolutely no effort, unfortunately, to try and make any sort of a smoke signal.
Well, it won't be happening today.
Perhaps Elise or I could give it a shot.
Oh, of course. Would you like my smoke ring maker?
You know what? I'll give it a try if it can still be grabbed in the. He looks to the fire where the crown is sitting in the middle of.
Oh, I left it in there. How silly me. He just takes
That-
the handle of his warhammer and takes it out.
I was gonna say, like, if he didn't, Zeno was gonna use his his staff to dig it out for him.
first.
All right. Well, I guess I'll give it a try first. Or at least, well, let's see what we got here. And the nat 20 on the other side, though.
Ah, beans. Well, let's see. Yeah, you managed to. You managed to stir it up a little bit better. You managed to get a couple of puffs of smoke, but again, it's raining pretty heavy here. It's kind of hard to get something that'll, stick out substantially, but you get the sense it's probably a better effort than what Tyrant Bane attempted.
Well, given the circumstances, I think we've done the best we can in this weather.
Ah, plan B then. Let's see. Is there a high point in this camp?
There's the ruins of the building nearby.
I could get you to a high point theoretically. I have a flying broomstick.
Oh, I've been climbing these since I was a little boy. But did you say flying broomstick?
I did.
Confidentially, that sounds incredibly entertaining.
It is! I just recently figured out how to get it to work, and it's been really great for scouting.
Not gonna lie, it's been one of the highlights of my life, honestly, being able to fly.
Oh, tell you what. A lot of us if we can hold a torch at a high point, that's normally enough to go ahead and get some of the skirmishers to come around.
All right.
Give me a
The,
And he goes into his pack and gets a torch and just hands it to you.
okay. So I'll just need to light this up, and I'll go up in the air.
Absolutely. If you get too wet up there, just come back on down. Our torches should hold out really well despite the rain.
All right. Will do. He's just gonna, as the fire from the smoke signals before is still up, could I light the torch in that?
Yeah, I'll say there's enough of a flame there you can stick your torch in it and light it.
All right, then Dan will do that. Hop on his broom, say the command word, Josephine, and immediately take off into the air with the torch.
It works! Oh, it works! Amazing! Oh, you expedition people really are a wonder. Oh, that's amazing.
That's certainly a word for us.
And to think, all I've done is explore moss-strewn halls for the better part of this day.
Yeah, I mean, you want to know the crazier part? We were never even anywhere near Chult when we started this.
I was on the other side of the continent.
How did you all manage to end up in the jungle? And as expeditionaries, no less.
Shanty told me to.
What was that?
Shanty told me to.
Shanty told you to. A quest from a hero. I'll have to meet this Shanty someday.
Oh, yes, please. They are my god. The god of the harvest.
God of the harvest. Oh, beautiful. Wonderful.
Yeah, so far they're the closest thing to any god that's on our side, so we're all pretty pro Shanti.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
All right. While that conversation's going on, Dan, you managed to fly up and you have the torch in your hand. And let's see. I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Okie doke. Let's see how that goes. Oh, hey, 16, not bad.
16. As you're kind of scamming about in the rain, from across the river, you do see a faint flicker of a torchlight at that direction. And then, after a little bit, a little higher up, you do see two torches that are currently planted right next to each other.
All right. Seems we've got their attention. Let me check the distance on message. I could probably send it to 120 feet. Dan will message Tyrant Bane specifically. You will hear in your head, looks like we've gotten the attention of your tribe. They've lit 2 torches. You can respond to this message.
Fantastic. I want you to take that torch and I want you to swing it around in a circle above your head. That will bring them to us.
And will do as he was just told, swinging the torch around his head.
All right. You manage to swing the torch around your head, and as you're looking at the distance at the 2 torches, they both look like they begin to circle, and then they drop down.
Dan will and we'll send the message about their response and begin heading down. Well, that was fun.
Oh, isn't it just? Oh. Oh, very good, very good. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited to hear about this. Oh, all of you may have the means to aid our tribe in such a way. I never really expected expeditionaries to do that. Normally it's all pomp and circumstance and marching and knocking over things and despoiling the jungle and just a lot of business, really. Just a lot of mess.
Really, it is quite the opposite. The jungle has been quite mean.
Yeah.
Well, it's just well, the jungle's just getting to know you, little one.
True, but also things like the Lich in the jungle weren't exactly nice either.
And
Well-
the assassin vines.
Well, that's something outside of the jungle's control, to be honest.
True.
How we figure is, if you can acclimate to the jungle will acclimate to you. What's an assassin vine more than a trial set by the jungle? If you can learn from it and survive it, then it won't be much of a problem for you moving forward.
That makes sense. I mean, I grew up in a forest long time ago, and I survived. Mostly.
Forest. Oh, I've seen those in one of the picture books from one of the from one of the explorers around here. It looks nothing like the jungle. It looks very calm, actually.
It is discount jungle.
It's a little different. There's still, large creatures. Nothing nearly as large as what you have here. I think the most vicious thing's probably like a bear. Or pack of wolves. Pack of wolves can be problematic.
True, but this jungle has dinosaurs, and even the smallest one of those have nearly killed us.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dinosaurs. Oh, the little messengers of the jungle and its enforcers.
Yeah, we definitely met the enforcers. Just points to, like, the several bite marks from velociraptors all along his torso.
Elise holds up the King of Feathers.
Yeah,
Hey,
you have magical dinosaurs here. It's wild.
you'll find.
How?
Oh,
Oh, you didn't know?
oh no. I was just repeating what you were saying. How?
Yeah, I don't know. We went into an area. There's a big old dinosaur covered in feathers. Casted magic. Breathed bees.
I totally called it.
Do I know of this crazy dinosaur?
Give me a nature check.
Nature. Go, small brain, go. 11. Oh, we're gonna get wins for anything, and Pirate Bane is required to think.
Well, in your time around O-Moo, you have heard of one such monster that tends to roam around the ruins. Your contingent and some other people have referred to it as the King of Feathers. It is a truly monstrous Tyrannosaurus Rex that you're not exactly sure, but you've heard that it is a large dinosaur that is draped in feathers and seems very powerful and formidable.
Did you slay the beast?
Yeah, it's how we got that weird helmet for Wick. Which, since you probably can't see it, Wick doesn't actually have the same helmet as they do in their art.
What kind of helmet do they have?
It looks like an owl head.
Just a sec, I think I might have it in the character handouts here. Just a sec.
It looks like
Yeah.
an owl head with like open human brain, like
Yeah, if you peek on the
metalwork in
stream,
the
you
back.
can see it. I pulled it up on my screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been making jokes that Wick just became Hootie from Owl House.
Well, that explains the pictures I've seen.
And now I'm gonna be traumatized for the rest of my days.
And with the feathers and that, those are your trophies. You've slain the beast. That's wow. Never really expected that. Normally, most expeditionaries go ahead and They normally fight one thing, or one thing fights them, and either they're annihilated completely, or they just run.
Well, we tried to run. He wouldn't let us.
That's normally how it goes.
One thing led to another, and, well,
I put up a big dark bubble, and he just followed the bubble. Didn't work very well.
What amazing stories you all have.
I mean, in hindsight, yeah.
I negotiated with a dragon.
A dragon, you say?
Red dragon. Out further west towards some old mine.
Yes, Tyrant Payne pulls out a computer and starts typing for me.
Hyper-type.
He's got
Gotta write-
amazing typing speed for such thick fingers.
it really does. It's impressive.
I was originally a stenographer.
Well, I guess
All right.
we should probably try to get this long rest started.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So Red Dragon now further west near the mine. That's also information that would help us. Fantastic. Okay.
All right. So, as a lot of you all start to begin your long rest, after a few hours, you hear some heavy footsteps as you look over towards the brush, and sure enough, you see several individuals with armaments similar to Tyrant Bane as they step out of the forest. You see 4 of them as they make through with heavy breathing. They instinctively kind of raise up their shields towards you as they trudge up. Wait, halt! Tyrant Bane!
Oh, well met. He will kick up from just sleeping on his side and go ahead, stand up and salute.
He kind of begrudgingly salutes and... this had better be important. We went through a lot just to try and make our way towards you.
Hope it wasn't too dangerous. Nothing we can't fight, right, brothers?
You look back at your brothers, and with those you recognize, you notice that it looks like 2 of them were missing.
What's occurred? Aren't there more of you? Oh, no.
As
There's
soon as
more
we-
Thorns.
As soon as we saw your signal fire, we started to move out. Something is out there. Shot us with arrows. We couldn't see in the dark, but we stuffed out our torches and we fled as fast as we could, and we managed to lose them, but I'm not sure why, but something might be out there hunting us.
The Yanti?
Can't say for sure. It was too dark and we couldn't see outside our torchlight.
Well, we have found that a lot of different things are taken home in these ruins. Batiri goblins, veggie pygmies, the Yanti, those arcane brotherhood fellas, though I'd assume they probably use spells or have their mercenaries try to fight you guys.
You said they had yellow banners at Arcane Brotherhood, right?
Yes.
No. Above game, that was the specifically the one yellow banner that your party saw was the company of the Yellow Banner. That's the only one that you saw there. The Arcade Brotherhood, they didn't really have any banners on them, but they wore red.
Yeah, the magic-y one that seemed to be in charge, she was in this full red ensemble, big shoulder pads.
I trust you guys. I trust all of you didn't see any yellow or red on your way here when you were assaulted.
No magic, we just heard the sound of arrows flying.
Well, the reason why I called you here isn't just to tell you that we found some more expeditionaries in these ruins. That's Nothing too unusual. What I am here to tell you is that these people, these expeditionaries, I don't know how to tell you this, but they might have found a way to fight back the Black Day.
Black Day?
Aye.
You mean to say that these outsiders are here to help us?
Not intentionally, but we will.
Wasn't what we came for, but it's what we can stay for at least.
It's exactly as they say. Our goals align.
The pocket would be joyed if she could hear that. Oh. As
We've been
far
fighting
as
for so long to keep. We've been fighting for so long against the undead and whatnot in the city. If we could find an end to the Black Days, we could start rebuilding.
that would to reclaim our home, our ancestors' friends' home, in their rightful glory. Would be a
No
great
longer
honor.
would we have to go ahead and skulk about through the ruins and the mazes. We could actually go ahead and start reclaiming our legacies. If what they say is true, and I've seen how they mean to do it. The small one there, Wick. Yes, Wick.
Yes.
That was the name.
It
They
means
have this puzzle box. They can elaborate further.
Enoch will hand a puzzle box to Wick.
He holds it up.
we have been finding these in the temple. We gotta collect them. We got a couple right now. And then supposedly that will open up an even bigger temple where mean people have been taking over. I think.
It sounds like the source of what's been happening beforehand.
Indeed, if we could gather these cubes and unlock the means and find our way back, it truly would be a great start. To deal with the wretched Yuan T that have been laying waste to our home for so long. Especially that bastard that leads them.
Aye, calm yourself. We'll go ahead and claim him yet.
Who is the person that leads the ONT? They haven't exactly been forthcoming with anything aside from seize them.
We've heard reports that their leader is supposedly named Ras the Sea.
Oh yeah, we saw graffiti about that guy.
So we're defiling the ruins even further with graffiti now.
Well, it was
Yeah.
more a bunch of warnings. The furthest most building out from where we came in. Like here, I wrote them down. Fear the fangs of Rosna C. Eric, I've gone in search of the 9 shrines. V. The puzzle cubes are the key. That one turned out to be true. Beware frog monsters. That one was true. Who is Unk, who you actually formed us on? All hail King of Feathers. Again, figured that one out. The snakes are not what they seem, which, yeah, no, that one was true too. And then the last one was just a bit of some of the riddles of the temples. But yeah,
From
no.
what
Go ahead.
From what they say, brothers, it seems like the keys are under our own noses the entire time.
So they feel like they are toying with us. Just to lay that just so much in plain sight, just to mess with our minds.
The King of Feathers has also been dealt with. These expeditionaries have actually slain that creature.
Really? Do you have proof?
Points at Wick's helmet.
Those feathers of yours as well. The very same that were on the beast.
I see. Yes. They do look like the feathers came from them. We'll see if we can rally rally some of the other forces and see if we can help to assist you. Expeditionaries?
They also claim that another one of these cubes might lie in that sunken temple right across the camp. That one right there. Do you see it?
You point over towards the direction of the Papazalo shrine and look over that, and he looks and meets. So you're saying that the cubes are within the shrines of the 9?
Right. And once they have all 9 cubes, that should go ahead and unlock the higher tier on their pantheon. Whatever pantheon caused all of this. And then we can put an end to it for good.
Possibly, although...
I know.
doesn't
It
make
all
sense,
seems too
though.
good to be soon.
I thought for the higher ones. Utao left Chult, though. And then the 9 took over. So why would that... It's nothing. But yes. We'll see if we can rally some of other forces that are nearby. There are 15 of us that were brought to the camp. We can see if any others are able to rally, and we should be able to assist where need be.
Right now, I think the highest priority is getting this information back to the elders.
Right, of course.
As for this temple, if it's okay with you, sir, I think for this infantryman, I'd like to go ahead and assist them if at all possible.
Well, if you place your faith as well in these expeditionaries, he straightens up. Permission granted.
He's retired Bane salutes. Thank you, sir. Chult will once again be our home one day, I'm sure of it. This is the key.
This will be the key, indeed.
Before y'all go, there's one thing I want to warn you about. It just crossed my mind. Though above game, I need to just get the name right from you, Milla. It was, I can't remember her first name, but it was Shadow Mantle, the Lich Woman.
Oh,
I have that in my notes somewhere. Valindra Shadowmantle.
Okay, yeah. There's a Lich who seems interested in the Death Curse, which is what brought us here in the first place. Be very wary of a blonde-haired elven woman. If she makes her way to your elders, let them know not to discuss anything with her. She is, well, let's put it this way. She'll probably make this day much darker than those Yon T can even do.
Blonde-haired elven woman.
Her name is Valindra. Valindra Shadowmantle. Though she might use a different name. We have no way to be certain.
True, but I also figure well, she's a blonde-haired elf in all dark robes. I figure she'll stand out in the jungle.
Fair enough.
It's one thing I don't understand about most of you expeditionaries. You don't really seem to dress for the weather.
To be
In
fair,
our
I think
defense,
Desert.
in our defense, we were dressed for the jungle, not for the desert. And then we were definitely not dressed for the extreme cold that was around that lady.
Extreme cold.
well, I think that was because of that one guy, but he went off in the whole other direction. He's got his own problems, and I hope we never see him again.
Not really, I liked him.
That is indeed troubling.
Well, I'll see about setting up an expedition to report back. In the meantime, he kind of looks over and says, Tranix, Chaylor, you two are to stay with Tyrabate and assist with him in his needs. Understood? Yes, Commander.
All right, what are their names, the other guys?
Tranix and Chaylor. I'll take them out for you.
And Chaylor.
Thank you.
Yeesh, these sound like Gwar band members. I swear, if we meet the leader and their name is Odorix.
And now we have three. And now we have three. And now we have 3 cows.
3 cows.
3 whole cows.
That's a lot of steak.
True. In the worst case scenario, we have rations, but it shouldn't come to that.
We
Well,
have 3 emergency foods, as Goku would say.
Yes, exactly.
all right. Well, as your commander, who we'll say is Braydux, and I'll type that out as well. The parts that sets up the contingent. This seems like a good time to take a break.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some more water.
Yep, I'll be right back.
Yay! So, Chad, how's it going? Oh, that's something I'm gonna need to fix. Oh yeah, no, like right before we went live, OBS was like, "Hey, do you want to update?" And I was like, "Oh, I should probably do this." And it seems like it reset all of certain plugins, so now my view counter doesn't work. Oh, but it's so great getting to play with you again, Rabbit. Oh no, I'm all alone.
I'm still here.
Ah, hey.
I'm actually okay with the scene that I thought we were gonna have so far.
Yeah, it looks like the storm has waited to come in, which it can come in as soon as I am offline. Go ahead.
Yeah, same here. Actually, like we're all prepping for the thought of, hey, there might be a bunch of rain, so the internet might go out. But luckily, no, it's fine.
Yeah, and then I have to wait for it to not rain because I have at least I want to say an eighth of a tree that I need to bust down into bags, and I can't do that if all the branches are wet and then resistant.
Yes, and in my case, me and my dad have to we have to get a bunch of stuff out of their old trailer because they're about to move into their new house.
Hmm.
And it's that sucks a lot more to do if it's in the rain, you know.
Oh yeah, trust me, I've done a lot of work in the rain. I used you don't know what it's like until you work as a landscaper and you see the rain and you have the relief of, oh great, I don't have to throw out my back today. Oh.
That was kind of me every time we had stuff when I was working at one of my old jobs. Like I was working as a trainee to an electrician, and whenever it started raining, where I'm like, sweet, we don't have to go outside because it's Texas and outside sucks.
Yeah, that is typically how it works. Oh, but combat is going to be so interesting. I'm also hoping that eventually we find the one spell component I need so I can start casting 4th level spells.
I have returned.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. I'm hoping we find the one spell component I'd very much like. A crystal ball. I would like to get scrying. Would really help with my vengeance quest.
Now,
Scrying would be amazing, actually, in just general.
Yeah.
I actually made a spell recently for that because I'm a person who can't sit on their laurels, so when I'm bored now and I don't have anything to do, especially since I'm not working anymore, I just homebrew. So I was like, you know what? Let's give people tools to be edgy as fuck. Let's make a bunch of blood magic spells. Yeah, so I've got, I want to say it's between 9 and 10 through first through 3rd level. So, yeah. Another thing to add to homebrew to eventually publish.
See, Robot, he did. He did have a crystal ball. Although it was confirmed to be a spell focus, so maybe it's not the kind of crystal ball I need. I was hoping as we left.
Well, we have to see. Let's put it this way. Depending on how well this expedition to this shrine goes, Enoch might just decide to go full goblin, like, principles and be like, okay, no, it's survival of the fittest out here. These kobolds are led by a crazy guy, and they got a whole bunch of stuff, and we ain't been paid.
Fair.
Above game, I'm 100% for it because it's like it's free XP and it's a bunch of loot. But in character, like Zed will be like, "No, I don't want to kill kobolds. One of my best friends is a dragonborn. I feel guilty about it."
I mean, Dan just doesn't want to start shit with people that might be innocent. He barely knows those kobolds. I mean, if they deserve it, sure, why not? But I don't know that.
I'm sorry, but he's already got the horn. We're pretty close to punished Enoch. We're already demons. But
I
yes,
return.
cool.
Welcome
I will
back.
step away
Welcome
real
back.
quick since most of
Well-
everyone's back. I'll be right back.
The other thing I really want is a witch exclusive spell, but that's not until level 11 I can actually pick that up, so...
Yeah, unfortunately for me, like I was like in character, I hope I can find a way to control it. Above game, I can't control it until level 14, and we're not gonna probably make it that long, especially if I actually start doing actual name spells again.
Yeah.
Well, there may be. I'll say above game. Not to throw out too many spoilers, but there may be additional content I could possibly go that can make us get up to that level.
No, I'm
That's
just
what you
I'm just
have to
fully
do.
suspecting that Dino will die before he makes level 14. Like, I mean, a level 4 ice storm nearly killed him. I'm assuming that if I do something like that again, I'm just gonna like, he's not gonna live.
Yeah, you almost died by your own hand. It might happen again. But the spell I'm really, really excited for picking up at level 11 be super useful for us if we need to move around Chult again, is Animated Hut. Hey, you guys want a mobile base? I could make a mobile base.
You
I just needed
literally have
chicken
Baba
foot.
Yaga's hut.
Yeah, except mine is Shiba Inu legs, because that's fun and I've already commissioned that art from Caitlin.
Yeah.
1 second.
Now that's also funny because the last time me and Rabbit played, the Baba Yaga, aka Babushka, played a very heavy role.
Oh yeah, no, that was a fun campaign.
Milla, just be careful. We made it canon, so if you ever hear anyone talking about Babushka, you might be in trouble in your game.
Mm-hmm. Or Babusia.
I absolutely loved that campaign. Silas Maple Leaf was one of my favorite freaking paladins to play. It was actually one of the first paladins I played, and Dragon Paladin that Vaughn made is really, really fun.
Yeah. Plus, then we also had the best dragon for you to play off. More gold shavings, my lord.
Apologies, like I had to go tell
Basically,
my puppy to go shush.
I basically my dragon that I followed was basically Xerxes from 300. I loved him.
Oh. But yeah, if everyone's back, I think we're ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let me just stretch my arms real quick.
That's a good idea.
Stretch legs, drink water. Wait, what?
Ooh.
Actually, no, we can stretch our water and drink our legs because Citric is back.
Yay.
He hit me
Yeah,
up the
and-
other day, and I was so happy. I finally got to talk to my orangey boy.
It's been a
Oh,
while since we've heard from him in general, hasn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully he's been doing well. I'm a Storial Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, aside from setting that up, nothing else happens for the rest of the night. The next day comes, you get the benefits of your long rest. And that begs the question, where do you guys go from here?
You know, a thought just occurred to me. We probably should have asked the others about the locations of the other shrines we don't know about.
Well, we found out about one that we had no clue about, and they're basically posted right there, so that's one down.
Yeah,
True.
we could probably even ask about that later if you wanted.
Fair point.
We might know of some, but the elders would know of all of them.
Even better.
Perfect.
Making things easier would be a smart idea right now.
Well, once we have this down, we're only got 4 to go, so prepare to wade.
Alright.
Wick, you're gonna
Fair.
probably want to get on my broom again so you don't sink into the muck.
He shakes his head.
I would like to stay with the group.
Alright, fair enough.
That said, Mr. Bane,
Hmm? Yes.
may I ride on your shoulders so that I do not sink?
Oh, of course, little one. Yeah. What
Oh.
person would Unk think of me if I didn't do that? Here, climb aboard.
Skitter, 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 skitter.
The thing that somehow Wick actually like walks up like sideways.
Yeah, his
Just-
back is just vertical to the ground as he walks up.
It's just like the shimmer legs from like somebody just running really fast.
That's what I imagine.
You gotta remember, the most powerful thing in this campaign is Wick when they need uppies.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
I require uppies. I can see the world from here.
All right. Well, as the lot of you begin to trudge back through the water, I'll drag this back over here and I'll read the description of the temple again since Rabbit was not here last session.
Oh, fantastic.
And just a little bit of housekeeping because,
A lot of dead bodies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys murked the crap out of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that spell that I had mentioned? It did a lot of the stuff right about here.
No, it reached as far as here. Remember, it was a big radius.
Burbank.
All right, and Yuki would be with us again. I guess I would turn her back into an octopus for travel in the water.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get used to that. I am never gonna get used to that. It's horrifying.
All right. And let me go ahead and grab Yuki so I can put her on the same layer as everybody.
Where do you want me to put my guy?
You can put yourself basically with everybody up in the upper left corner down here.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Also, don't forget to take Kawasha off. Our first...
Yep, of course.
I didn't see him on the map.
He's there.
He's up there between Elise and Orvex.
Oh, right. Now I see him.
Yep, so he's gone there.
Well, I guess, other point of order. Did anybody else want to get on Broom back, or is it just Dan because he is not getting in the water and muck?
Zeno would chime in. I think a ride would cheer me up if that's alright with you, Dan.
Fantastic!
So, well, that housekeeping is in order. I need to get back to the description.
Like a book game. I get to fly again.
Flutter, 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 flutter.
Yeah, Rabbit. Like I told these guys, but every character that I've ever run in D&D has the same trope where it doesn't matter what they are or who they are. Their dream is to be able to fly. So this is like, so he's like above game. Zeno is in his happy place whenever he gets to go on the broom with Dad.
Though that does raise one question. Why didn't you just take Fly?
I should, and I'm thinking about doing that later. We'll get to that later.
Alright. So, as you approach this shrine proper, crocodiles wallow in this muddy lake bed from which rises a walled ruin. And as you are looking about, the crocodiles are actually kind of keeping their distance from you at this point. They're kind of content considering, well, let's see. Dan and Wick, I'll allow you two to make insight checks real quick. And Elise.
Okay.
Okie doke.
I figured given with your potential, nature-inspired proficiencies.
20.
6.
Dan, you would probably get the feeling that, the gators, or the crocodiles in particular, were quite sated in their feast from yesterday, so it's possible that they'll probably leave you alone.
Huh.
Just as long as you
They'll-
keep your distance, respectfully.
Dan will let everyone know then. The crocodiles seem to be full from their meal from yesterday. As long as we don't get too close to them, I'm pretty sure they'll leave us alone.
I understand entirely.
That is good.
Oh, 1 second. We're still at the entrance, right?
You're currently on the outskirts, and as you wage your way around the walls of the shrine and get towards the front,
Okay.
two columns flank the entrance, carved with images of a long-legged bird with a needle-like beak. At the building's front, slimy steps ascend to an entry arch.
Hey, Wick.
Uh-huh.
Do you have that one spell for traps ready?
Let me see. Do I have that? Is a good question, Mega Man. Let's see.
Who's
Mega
Man?
I mean, at this point, technically Enoch.
Yeah. He's got a Buster Sword and everything. He's the cannon.
Like Proto Man from EXE, the
I was about to-
coolest one.
I just about to say, Hope rides alone. There, I've done the reference.
You've
All
done
you need is a Hadouken.
I do not.
All right. Well, then we'll just have to be extra careful.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Trailinx, Jailor, do any of you have anything for that?
I am not sure if we do, Tarfane.
That's right, generate spell list for him, buddy.
You are the chosen one after all, Tarfane.
That's true. I did Crumpin Expeditionary, and I took the word shiny thing on his head because it looked nice.
Yep. And just because I, let's see. I wish they would have shown up better, but these are
Do you
your
want me to
companions.
find you
as they just
pictures of
got-
cows? I could totally do that.
Yeah, you just see that these ones currently have spears and javelins and shields with them. So.
All right. Well, Enoch will start circling his dancing lights in his hand, because above game I don't remember if Minotaurs have dark vision, and we'll just start heading towards the entrance.
All right. And as you make your way towards the entrance, moss clings to the stonework throughout this hall. The mosaic floor depicts a tall bird using its long, pointy beak to pin a monstrous frog-like creature with tentacles sprouting from its shoulders. Set into the far west wall is a set of heavy stone doors. And as you make your way towards the archway, Enoch, you look up and you see there's a plaque centered at the top. It says, because I know you, at least.
I can read everything.
Sorry, I
'cause
flick back over and I see the drawn horns on the two.
Oh no, that was me.
Okay,
You're
but-
welcome.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god.
I mean, how else were we gonna know they were Minotaur?
Minotaur warriors. Anyway, the plaque above the archway says, "Papazalo teaches us to bow before no one."
All right. Well, guys, the clue here is that Papazotto bows before no one, so hold your head high, which will be easy
Tired
for
Bane?
you.
I'll say that one thing I need to add into your notes is that actually you could read this as well.
Fantastic. I have a whole language. All right, let me add it.
O-Mooan is the language.
Ooh, sweet.
I was just gonna say. No, you're saying the Minotaur
Dang
knows
it.
moo.
I was about to too.
Oh, I had fumbled that joke. I could have gotten into a joke so hard. There you go. That's how it's spelled.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
So that's why they call it O-Moo.
Right. Okay.
Oh my god, you're right. So I'm just going to this realization right now.
Let's keep moving.
Oh God! But responding to what Raven posted in chat.
Oh lord.
Roll up to the
All
party.
the boys come. Hamburger squad. This
We
sounds-
come in moo.
All right. Well, I'll head in and start investigating the doors.
All
Nope.
right.
Don't lower your head for whatever reason. If this is a trickster god, it's just looking for an opportunity.
Is this the plaque we were talking about, or is there anything else of note right here?
Let's see. The stonework. We'll say that's the mosaic that's on the floor. Is what that altar-looking thing is.
Okay.
Considering Yuki's an octopi, I think she's gonna just chill outside in the water for now.
Alright. But yeah, other than that, there's really nothing else of note inside this room, aside from the set of large stone doors.
All right. I'll use my big, strong warlock arms to try to open the doors.
Okay,
I will assist you with my big, meaty minotaur hands.
alright, let's see. Yeah, Enoch and Tyrant Bane, the two of you together, it takes quite a bit, but between the two of you, you do manage to push these doors open. And as you open these doors, let me go ahead and reveal inside of here.
What do our adventuring eyes see?
Your
I keep forgetting to
eyes.
put my thing up.
You'd be behind me because you're on Broomback, remember?
Right.
Enoch would also just kind of look up at Tyrant Bane and be like, "Wow, it's nice having someone who's actually a heavy lifter around here."
You'll find that many of my kind are heavy lifters.
Alright, so an empty pedestal stands in the middle of this chamber. 6 statues face from its alcoves on the walls. They depict bare-chested humans with the heads of animals. From left to right, the heads resemble those of, and I'll just kind of click to note them. From left to right, you have a lizard, a jaguar, a lobster, a toucan, a bat, and a frog.
All right, so give me that one more time.
Alright, so again.
If you could write it down, actually, that'd be a lot better, so we can.
Yeah, well,
keep-
that's what I was about to do.
Alright, so clockwise from bottom right.
Alright.
Lizard, jaguar,
Jaguar,
lobster,
lobster.
toucan,
You can on the top or bottom.
that'd be top right. So it's going clockwise from bottom left.
Oh, so lizard, jaguar.
No,
Ah.
no.
No,
starting down
Lizard
here
is
lizard.
here.
Here.
And then jaguar, lobster.
Yep.
Toucan.
Toucan. Yeah, starting at the top right, it's toucan. Middle right is bat, and then lower right is frog.
Wow.
All right. Well, we know that the enemy of I'm forgetting their name now already. Petzaquatl? Well, we know their enemy was the frog monster, and we fought the frog monster already. So I'm gonna investigate this frog statue.
Alright.
Does it look like the statue can give any move?
You go to investigate that statue. How are you investigating it? And important point of order. Where are your dancing lights currently at?
He's just kind of holding up his metal hand, and the dancing lights are just floating around the palm.
Okay. All right. So, and I'll just kind of split it out for everybody else here. You're going to be investigating the frog statue. Wick, I assume you're going to be looking at the lizard statue?
Yep, just like Licky. In fact, so he will bring Licky out.
Ah, yes. Tyrant Bane, you see that, perched upon, in, Wick's hands, you see there's a small lizard.
Just to Licky, he's holding Licky up to the lizard.
He's like, "Is this your brother?" It's okay. Take your time.
Oh no! I just
Licks
realized
an eyeball.
the greatest tragedy. We never got Kawasha to speak for Licky.
He did
No, we did.
once.
Oh yeah.
We did.
I mean, Dan can still do that for you. Like you said, he can also talk to animals.
Elise, what are you going to be doing?
I'm checking out the middle, I'm assuming, pedestal right here.
All right. You look around that pedestal and inscribed into its base. I'll show this to everyone. You see this, etched into it.
For those just listening, comes with sunshine, leaves with night, hides in darkness, does not bite, always joined to its caster, never strays from its master.
And what's odd is that this is actually written in common.
Not a one.
That is odd. Well, it's still a clue all the same.
But it beats a toucan.
Just a moment. Troy Lakes, Jailer,
Yes.
if it'd be okay, let's set up a sentry position at the entrance. If you guys see anything, could you run in and warn us?
Of course.
Fantastic.
I also have Yuki outside. I have a, he taps his head, connection with her. She can let me know if anything happens.
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
3 sets of eyes would be amazing.
What would I need to roll to try to make sense of this? Like intelligence or history or?
That's a very good question, Mega Man.
I mean, I think I know it.
Hmm.
I think I know it.
Got a couple ideas bouncing around my head.
The most,
Yeah.
the most I would say, especially would be in character, would just be, well, we know it's not the frog because we learned that does bite.
I was shit at puzzles in 9. You think I can go ahead and deal with this? Like,
You and me both, Rabbit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if anybody wants to help contribute to that.
So, very dead serious question, Milla. So, with Licky, shall we say, I'm going to assume, like, Licky's the kind of lizard that will, like, come out during the daytime, and he usually, you know, sleeps at night, I assume.
Yeah.
Tries to hard. Yeah, that would
Sure.
make sense. Wick looks down at Licky, looks up at the statue, looks down at Licky, looks up at the statue.
Roasted of.
Well, Enoch will take one step away from one of the statues. That's probably the best guess we've got so far.
I mean, I'm thinking about the riddle here. The only thing I could think of is maybe it's light, but none of these statues would correlate to light. Comes with sunshine, it leaves with the night. It's not around when it's dark, so it hides in darkness. A light does not bite. If it's talking about the sun in particular, it's joined to its caster, the sun. Never strays from its master part, I think, destroys that argument, though.
the only 2 things I can think of are lizards and toucans. Frogs generally show up at night.
Jaguars don't hunt at night, but they do bite, so that takes that out.
And bats are, like, joined to the darkness and night, and they do bite.
I've watched Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am
Exactly.
darkness.
Well, I was gonna try something here. Enoch will send one of his dancing lights over above Wick by the lizard statue, just to see what
Alright.
happens.
You send your dancing light over to Wick, and Yeah, it's actually lit up pretty well there, and the light just kind of dances off of the head of this man with the lizard head. Nothing happens.
I poke it.
You touch it. Cold, hard, very stiff. First statue.
He narrows his eyes.
Is the statue approaching me?
Nope, just standing right there.
If the statue
He's just-
approaches, don't worry, I'll put a stop to that conversation real quick.
He is standing there menacingly.
Zeno would jump
At
off
least
the
he's
broom
gonna look at
and
Dan.
go to the lizard.
I wonder if
the
this
toucan one.
I wonder if this riddle is referring to a familiar.
Maybe?
Yeah, like
Orvex just puts his hand to his thumb and thinks, I've got it. A shadow.
That makes sense. Connected to its master. It's always joined.
So, but what would cause a shadow though? Light.
All of
Wait.
these beasts cast a shadow.
Enoch. I think
Yeah?
you have the right idea. Try moving your lights around some of these statues.
All right, he'll start moving it behind each of the statues because they're in alcoves. He'll start with the
All
lizard.
right. Start with the lizard. It just lights up like normal.
All right, move down over to the jaguar.
To the jaguar. It just looks like a jaguar. And you repeat the process until you get to the bat. And we'll say Dan, Tyrant Bane, Elise, and Dan. And I'm Zeno. As you look at the bat, you see a shadow further cast down here, and as you look down that hallway, you see there is a tiny passageway that's revealed
right here, right?
right there.
Ah.
That's too big for us.
Well, I could send Yuki down there, but I would have to transform her back from an octopi, because they can't really be on land. That's gonna take 10 minutes.
Can you transform
Please
Yuki
look
into
at,
some other
Lick.
type of animal?
Would you trust sending Licky through there?
He holds him close to his chest.
Would I be able to fit in it?
Would she?
Wick? Yeah, you would definitely be able to fit in there. And I'll say everybody else, maybe with the exception of Tyrant Bane, you could probably crawl through that space, but you would be able to make your way through there.
Like I was saying, like Dan,
Yes.
you could.
I'd say have Wick go first.
I was gonna
and
say
make
have
sure
Wick and
everything-
Yuki
make
go
sure the path
first.
is clear, then we can
Y'all,
follow.
stop talking over each other. My goodness, give it a
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Like have Yuki and Wick go in and scout.
Yeah, no, I could change her into all sorts of forms. Personally, the Shiba Inu is my favorite form for her, but I could also turn her into a bat, a cat, crab, frog, to make it all
Wait a minute.
thematic.
Turn her into a mouse. That way she won't be able to get detected at all.
Cheesers.
Yeah, no, I could definitely do, it doesn't mention mouse, it mentions rat, but I'm sure I could probably get mouse, right?
Close enough, or you could argue to make the stats of a mouse for a rat.
Alright, so then yeah, Dan's gonna take 10 minutes to transform Yuki from octopi to mouse,
Alright.
and then send her off with Wick.
Here I go, you hear in her head as she ducks down into there and out of sight.
Da, 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 da,
And
da.
are you going in there as well, Wick?
Yep.
Alright, let me go ahead and reveal this for you.
Woo.
You see, there is a strange grid is etched into the far wall of the stone cell, and I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta find this and reveal that to you. But and I'll show this for everyone, but etched into the wall, you see this.
Minesweeper.
Oh no, the bane of my existence when I was 10.
Oh Lord, I love this. I love Minesweeper.
Notice how many black or brown squares there are. I think this is not. We're not in the right spot yet.
This is a surprise clue that'll help us later.
I think I'm just gonna sit next to Rab and be like, yeah, I don't get this.
Me, meanwhile, like actually holding a Rubik's Cube in my hand right now.
Well, you after a while, Dan, you hear well, there's a small room in here, but it looks like there's some sort of grid here.
Interesting. So it seems the away team has found a small room with a clue inside. There's a grid of some sort.
So are these squares buttons?
You go up to touch it. Do you?
Of course he does.
This is
You
Wick.
go up to
You
touch
should
it,
know.
and
It's
you
just
touch it, and nothing happens. As you, these look like mosaics that are just planted on the wall. It's like, and yeah, as you're looking at, there are some that are darker compared to the other ones.
Huh. Well, I thought I knew what this might be, but I don't see anything that totally matches up. I wonder if the placement needs to be correct for something.
I very specifically like touch the darker ones. Are
Yep.
they loose? Are they?
They feel just as sturdy and just as rigid as the other ones.
No, not that.
I can't tell if that's
Okay.
supposed to be like water damage or a skull on one of them.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Oh yeah, it kind of does look like it.
oh yeah. Kind of looks like the it kind of looks like the logo for the Texans. No, the Houston Chargers.
Oh yeah, the one on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
I
know.
see
I
it.
don't know any football team besides mine.
I know what's near me, and that's about it.
Well,
I know where they exist.
so, what do you think this does, Dan?
It's hard to say. Probably a key of some kind to another puzzle. If you can't do anything with it, at the very least, that makes the most sense. Dan is, of course, thinking that, not just shouting out loud for everyone in the room.
Would you
Not
like to
just
see it?
Not just looking at the frickin' title.
Yeah, no, not at all. I reasoned that with my brain power.
Key of some kind to a puzzle. Puzzle key, if you would.
As Yuki just kind of looks at it. Do you want to see what it looks like?
Sure, I'll take a gander at it, and Dan will close his eyes and go through Yuki's vision.
Yep, and you're able to see exactly what the mosaics look like as they are on the wall.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to keep exploring and see what else we can find around here.
All right, and I'll just say above game. There's really this is literally all the areas that are revealed within here. Cha.
Ah. I thought there would be something else because of the other shadows.
Shit would only make a little trickster shit would only make an alcove with more clues.
Yeah.
Look, I have decent puzzles, but if I don't know the rules of the game, I do not know what's happening here.
Is there anything in this room that resembles the puzzle key at all? Like another mosaic, or?
The only guy who would know that Iron Bane's just kind of just idly looking and tapping his hoof.
Make intelligence check for me there, Dan.
I can do that. It's one of my best stats. Which means I'm gonna roll horrible because I mentioned it.
You do have inspiration.
True. I'll use it, why not?
You fool!
Never mind. I shouldn't have done anything. I played myself.
Well, give me a moment. Perhaps I can figure out some clues. And Orvex goes and he starts to shimmy his way through. There's all that. All that muss and slime. It's rather disgusting, to be honest. And after a little bit, Yuki and Weku see Orvex kind of shimmy his way and begin to study and look at that. So that is rather interesting. Huh.
While Orvix is doing that, could I just use Detect Magic?
Sure. Ritual cast?
Well, no. I just can do it automatically, remember?
Oh. Yeah, as you're looking around, from where the bat statue was at, you detect illusion magic.
Okay. So that was illusory, so... That's all I can really find.
At least remembering the mosaic on the floor back in the other room, I'm gonna wander back over there and take a look at it.
Okay. Yeah, you see a picture of an Ebly, pitting a frog behemoth between its massive, needle-like mouth.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Enoch.
Yeah?
Come to the other room here. I might have an idea.
Okay. And Detect Magic would still be up because it's 10 minutes.
Yep, and you don't detect any other magic in here.
Try using your lights on that mosaic.
Okay. Enoch will cast Dancing Lights and position them around, just moving around the mosaic.
Alright, yeah, you dance your lights around and, yeah, they just dance around to and fro and nothing else happens.
I do have one question. On the mosaic, you say it's pinning down a frog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Enoch will kind of try to run his hand over the mosaic, specifically around the neck, because it says in here that bows to no one.
Mm-hmm.
So, does the mosaic just seem flat and nothing can really be messed with?
Yeah.
I'll check the wall, the right wall, just to see if there's anything off over there.
You just see some moss and some random bits of slime scattered about here and there, but nothing else really of note here. Wick and Dan, I'll let you two roll another intelligence check for me.
Okie doke.
Alright, let's see if little buddy has a brain blast. His intelligence isn't amazing, but...
14?
Wick's
Better
intelligence
than the
way
last
low
one.
fits his character, honestly. Like, no offense.
Yeah, no, I made him stupid. It's okay.
Dan has a big brain, but my rolls don't like to cooperate.
Yeah. Well, as you're perceiving through Yuki's senses, well, you see there are 15 by 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. That'll be... You figure there's maybe about 105 mosaics that are on this wall. The fact that some of them are dark and some of them are light is definitely something that maybe stands out.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, I just had a thought. Yuki, tell Wick to start hitting the squares that are light. Maybe that'll do something.
I think he already did that.
Oh, I thought you only hit the dark squares.
Well, I guess I said I touched it, but yeah, I did specifically say dark squares. I would have done
Yeah.
both.
You touch all the mosaics, and at least the ones that you can reach, and yeah, nothing happens.
Well, that shoots that plan out of the water.
I mean, this is all. I feel like this is a placement deal.
There doesn't seem to be anything that corresponds to this specific mosaic.
I know,
Unless...
I thought it was like place something somewhere like where the dark squares are, but nothing adds up as far as I can tell.
I thought it was like just select certain squares on another mosaic. I was going with really simplistic.
I have an idea of what I might be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Not much paladins can do when it comes to puzzle solving situations, but like, I want to try to use divine sense,
okay.
and if I can sense evil behind something, that might at least help people juju something, or if something's been hollowed.
Well, let's see. You do not detect any location of those creature types.
Mm-hmm.
I have a...
You get the sense that. Yeah, this makes sense. You get the sense that this place has probably been desecrated.
As hell.
Yeah. I had a question. Was it that Enoch saw illusion magic in here again?
At the
It
back.
was off of the bat statue.
Okay.
You know,
I,
obviously after he shone the light through it and the illusion disappeared and he saw the passage behind it.
okay.
Into the room.
Right, so there's probably nothing else to do with that statue.
Wait, Elise, the riddle.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna kind of reread the riddle.
Comes with sunshine. Wait. As
If we require light, I will gently remind that Wick is literally a lantern.
Yep, that is true. As I'm sorry guys, for as much as I want to let you guys stew on this for a little bit.
No, that's fine.
Let's see. Sunshine leaves
I
the
can't
light.
help but think it has something to do with the riddle.
Huh. Hey, Wick, do you want to brighten yourself up, maybe?
Yeah, he'll like little flash his little eye lights. He'll dim
Give me
them.
just a
He'll
moment.
he'll dim them. He'll brighten them. All that.
Splinter Cell goggle noise beak is heard.
I guess Dan will press to digitate Orvex clean since he was covered in muck and grime to do something productive here.
When it really comes down to it, if shadows are the thing at play, and we illuminate everything and it doesn't do anything, do you think the absence of light might have something to do with it? I've sensed everything around here. And clearly this place has been desecrated, but I was thinking that I could sense something behind one of these walls.
Yuki, may I trouble your services for a moment? And you see Yuki kind of make her way down. Oh, could you give this to... wait, perhaps this could help. And Yuki kind of takes it, kind of tilts his head. It's like, aw, okay, fine, I'll do it for FX.
Did she say that out loud?
No, you hear it in her head.
Okay, good.
No one can know about you.
No, just you specifically. Everyone else knows.
Well,
but
Orbex
we
doesn't
just do
either.
that. Oh yeah, that's true. He doesn't either.
Talking dog. Just
That happened.
It will happen eventually, just not right now.
As Wick, you're standing in the tunnel, and you see Yuki coming back through, and this time she's holding a small piece of parchment in her mouth. And in your mind, you hear, "I'm supposed to give this to you."
Dan.
Oh, to me? I thought it was to.
Wick. It was to
Oh,
Yeah.
it was okay. My bad.
She's with
Oh.
you.
I thought the dog was. I'm so confused. Okay, yes, give.
All right. You open it up, and it says, and above game it says, "Comes with sunshine, leaves with night, hides and darkness does not bite. Always straight to its caster, never strays from its master."
Oh, well, yeah, I remember that. I've been flashing my lights on and off. Hmm.
Maybe it's your lizard?
He just takes Licky out and he just like sticks him onto the wall.
He just kind of sticks, and he. Oh, what would he do?
Licky's
He'll
on
just kind of flicker around. He'll just kind of run over to a couple of the dark squares of the mosaic, and then make his way back down towards you. Just make a quick little lap.
You can tell that we're the adventuring equivalent of a temp agency.
This makes
Yeah.
me so sad. I'm usually so good with puzzles.
I am completely stuck, and I'm trying. That's why I was being quiet. Like I'm trying to figure this thing out.
Riddle part was good. The mosaic makes.
Yeah.
Is there any other mosaic? No, we're gonna die here.
You much. This is how Chult of Personality ends. We all die in here because we can't figure out a single puzzle.
All right.
It's gonna be that one meme of like, you know, we all sit here trying to solve this puzzle, and then it's like 100 years later, and our skeletons are still there to that day.
my skeleton just lost in thought.
Meanwhile, in an alternate universe, it just cuts to Timon and Pumbaa. Oh. Speaking of which, Wick, go ahead and make an intelligence roll and a wisdom check for me.
Alright. His wisdom is okay. His intelligence, not so much. Okay, so intelligence first. Is it 6? Natural 20 on the other side.
Eh.
I'm gonna freaking use my inspiration.
All right.
Jeez.
Come on.
10.
10. Make that, I'll say, Alright, well. Call high or low for me.
Oh lord. Low failed me last time. We'll do high. Or was it high last time? I don't remember. We're doing high.
Okay. Well, you look down at the paper, and you look up at the mosaic, and you look down at the paper again, and you look up at the mosaic again.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 17, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, wait. So CO. I think I might know what this wants. CO 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cause. Hold on. I'm gonna write this down. 6.
While Caitlin works on this, I'm just reminded of
Six.
the Olgoff webcomic where they walk into a room and it just says subtlety on the wall.
Yeah.
What does this mean?
6. I. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm glad Caitlin figured this out because I am completely stumped.
So that.
Yeah, as much as I love Gravity Falls, I am a Grunkle stan.
I might. Maybe I don't have this. 1, 2, 3. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Well. Man, the suspense is just harrowing.
Very.
Okay, so I'll at least tell you guys what I was thinking. There's a message with the grid, so the dark squares line up with the letters, is what I was thinking. However, I might be wrong. $16.17. How many? Oh lord, how many squares is this?
It's 7 by, I want to say 15.
Yeah, 7 by 15. So
Which I did the math on earlier. It's 105?
it is 105. I'm just seeing.
Four,
Hmm.
5, 6, 7, 8.
1 second, I think I figured. So I'm gonna try something.
15.
Okay.
Alright, that's interesting.
Hmm?
Excluding spaces, there's exactly 105 characters or in that message as well.
Okay, cool. So we're on the right track then. So I'm going to assume that the first letter is a C-O. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. So the next one is on the 23rd letter. Three. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Lord in heaven.
Oh, yeah.
This might not even be the right thing, and I'm doing this one.
I will say, above game, you guys definitely seem like you're on the right track.
Good.
Okay. Good.
E-O-N-S.
38. So on the 38th.
5, 4, 5, 9. Oh, yeah, this is one of those things where I need a piece of paper to just count out the letters.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe above game if you're trying to figure it out. Maybe it's easier if you it'd be easier if you were able to print that out and then type in the letters as you went, maybe.
True.
Well,
but
that's what I'm doing in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
Alright, so that's 1, 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, so that's the first, the second, the 21st. $36, 42,
The ending letter is an S.
Okay.
Which letter is Ness?
If you count backwards from on the bottom one, the last letter is the S.
Okay.
Because master.
Who plays Wordle?
I don't.
Oh dear
I don't
lord.
understand what Wordle is.
Those fucking Twitter posts are back to haunt me all over again.
You should
Sad
have
to
paid
say, I'm
attention. It
pretty
would have
sure.
helped us out.
The only person I know who plays World that'd be up at this time is in Japan.
Yeah, today's word was interesting. I'm like, this. Oh, it's that. I'm not going to spoil it for those who still want to get it in the next hour in my time zone.
Yeah, that one was mean. I didn't even know what the word actually was, but I got it off of luck, really.
Yeah.
Like, I only tangentially know about Wordle because I've seen the posts on Twitter. I don't know how it's actually played. I know words are involved. That's about it.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to write down
1, 2,
the numbers
3,
of the dark
4, 5, 6,
squares.
7,
So
8,
1,
9,
2,
10, 11, 12,
1,
13,
2, 21,
15, 16,
2,
17,
36.
18, 19.
36.
No, the third one is 23. Right? 17?
3, 4, 5,
Hold on, 2.
15, 16, 17. Yeah, and I think that's where you're on the right track, Caitlin, but I think you're
15,
off a
okay.
little bit. So, yeah,
Okay,
the
I
third
am
one is
off a little
21.
bit. 15,
7, 8,
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep. 1,
Yeah, no, that is 21. Okay.
30,
21. The second one, the third level is 21.
36,
So that begs the question, what's the 21st other in that line?
That's an L.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
No, L is...
I think it's a V.
Hmm?
From what I counted, it's a V, I think?
Alright, so you have C,
2,
O,
3, 4,
and by Dan's logic, V.
8.
Oh, I finally understand what's happening. Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
3.
C-O-V.
Now everything's getting together, chat.
There we go.
Monkeys
Now
and
the pieces are
typewriters.
falling into place.
Come to Chult of Personality. Come for the story. Stay for the puzzle that we're working on for an hour.
Okay, so
Then
that's,
again,
that's
Flash.
that's the letter numbers.
Is that that's how the last letter is 104, I believe. Or no,
Yeah,
10
the
101.
104 one I'm not worrying about because that's easy. I wasn't worrying about
We
102.
just
either.
have that by default.
Yep.
So far, based on what you have, is C.
C-O...
V. Okay, so that's
It's
20.
Kofifi! Oh fuck! It's Kofifi!
Oh, baby.
Oh no, not the children of the vault.
Hate to break it to you, but there's no F in this One, you're safe.
Okay, COVE.
I have COVER so far.
Cover.
Ah, you're getting warmer.
Shoot, I mismathed. Let's see.
42.
Oh, maybe lose count one.
So we just need 58, 63, and 85.
Yeah.
I think 58 is D, unless my math was wrong.
Now I have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, you're right. So it'd be covered.
Let's see, so
Then that'd be 5
8.
more. 5 0.
Oh.
Then 85.
Oh, I love Cypher so
5,
much.
6, 7,
Ah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got it spelled out. Cover dose.
Covered dose. Yeah, that's what it's looking like for me too.
Overdose?
Yeah, it's like NyQuil.
Ah. Ask your doctor about Coverdose today.
Alright, because I don't want this you're on the right track. I think you might be off by 1. For after covered.
So it's either the O or the S.
Specifically
it's
the,
not
for
the-
the D.
Of an I or an E.
Alright, so that's the 15, 30, 45.
And that's what I got for that too. I got covered and then ES.
See, I got an NT at some point, so I think I miscounted, and I just left it for the rest of the group at that point because I lost track of where I was.
Oh, to hell with this. I'm bringing this up in paint. Okay.
Oh, you know what?
7, 8.
Wick, because you're on something, I'll allow you 1 more wisdom check with advantage. As you're carrying this out. Because I don't really want to drink this up too long.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cover SOS. Hold on. That's what I got for that one. Okay, fine. Wisdom, you said?
Yep.
Cover sauce.
Cover sauce. Yeah, you're still leaving this to the dumb one.
I was
Can any
gonna,
of us roll a
well,
Hmm.
I was gonna
Wait,
try-
not those. Orvex thinks about it for a little bit. It's like, E. Why? E. S.
Cover
I feel-
eyes?
I feel like I'm gonna groan like the end of an
Oh.
episode of Family Feud, and it's gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah.
God, it is cover eyes.
Cover eyes.
Just got it. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Cover
cover eyes. Yeah. That's the only thing that would make sense is cover eyes.
Do any
Cover
of
your
the-
eyes with
Do any of the
cover
statue
eyes.
have covered eyes?
You look at the statues, all of their eyes are revealed.
We have to
need to-
cover something's eyes.
Let's
We
try
need
the
to-
frog. They don't like each other.
I am going to take my holy cloth and I'm going to put it over the eyes of the bat statue.
All right. You put it.
Zeno's
on the
gonna
back-
take off his bandana and put it over the toucan statue.
All right. You managed to cover the ice there. Dan.
Well, I'm in front of the frog, so let me move out of the way. I guess I'll cover the lizard's eyes.
I'll cover the frogs.
All right. And
Oh.
how are you guys gonna be covering the eyes? I know from Dan and from Zeno and Tired Bane.
I still have a winter blanket. I can just throw that over its head.
Okay.
Enoch will just pull one of the chain shirts they got off the what's it called? The fire newts, and throw it over the head of the frog.
All right. So
I'm in front of the jaguar, right?
Oh, wait a second. There's like tons of moss and shit growing on these walls, right?
yeah.
Ah, cool. Give me back my holy cloth. I'm going to cover its eyes with that.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to
you go
reaffix my holy cloth to my waist.
Very
Phoenix.
Oh!
I'm gonna.
I didn't realize it was your loincloth.
Stripped as you.
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
I wear chainmail like a toga, and wrapped around the waist is a cloth.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
Sounds
just
like
got
a
rid of your
sash.
belt.
Gotcha.
Or a
Alright.
sash! I don't know! What do you call it? Probably something weird in Latin.
you wear a toga, or you wear a loincloth
So,
just like Patrick
so
from
I
the...
have a jaguar pelt still. I'm gonna cover the jaguar's eyes with the jaguar pelt.
All right. So, Jaguar eyes covered. Frog. Dan, you said you were covering it with your winter coat. Enoch,
Lizard
how are you
with-
covering the frog?
Like I said, I've got one of the fire newts chain shirts that we took. I just throw it over.
Close enough. Zeto, how are you covering?
Remember I said like I took off my bandana on my head and wrapped it around the eyes?
Got it. Wick, as you're covering the lobster. With what?
Does he want to? He's going to nervously, like, he'll look over his shoulder and he'll just make sure that his back is, like, to everybody, and he'll, like, take off his scarf and wrap it around.
Okay. Tired Man, as you take your moss and try and stick it on, it doesn't really like to stick that well, especially after you peeled it off.
We've got multiple chain shirts. I'll just pass one to Tyrant Bane.
I will do
All
that.
right. And with that, once
Don't
you
make
have
me
all
figure.
of the eyes covered, the pedestal rotates and an ornate stone cube emerges from a hatch on its surface.
Well,
Do 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 do.
It's like in character. Well, that was kind of easy.
gift
above game.
horses.
Holy shit! Thank God!
Yeah.
Like solving a clue scroll in RuneScape. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Once I understood, like, how to do it was fine, and then I had to count.
Yeah, that was the
That was the
difficult
same thing
part.
for me. I was like, okay, so it like there's 105 characters, 105. Oh fuck, it's 105 tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easier to have a physical thing and be able to just write it out.
Yeah.
I find.
Like,
It's a very tedious puzzle.
I mean, everyone
Yeah.
in chat could see me just slowly moving my mouse along 1, 2, 3, then losing my
Mhm.
trace, and then just There's a reason I'm an English major.
Well, since that took so long and that seemed like it was a tedious puzzle, this seems like a good place to leave off for tonight's session.
Yay.
All right.
All right, so I can. Luckily, we actually have it all right here in chat, so I'll just type that in.
It took me 20 minutes of staring at nothing for me to go. I was looking at both the message and the mosaic, and then I went, oh shit! And then I was on with everyone.
You're not alone, Rabbit. I can guarantee you that. That was me as well.
The
Oh
first
my
time I
God.
did this, it took me a while to do that too. when I first played this module, so you're not alone on that.
Oh,
I was-
good.
Dude, I was so desperate to figure it out. I was like, no, I don't want the answer. Just
I am the
Yeah.
puzzler!
I was so happy when you just started to give me the answer. I was like, wait, I understand. I see it all now.
You just kicked
like-
really hard, Jin, going, let me have this!
I've tried so hard to try and not give you guys the answer.
You would
The
feel
full mess
so
of a
bad.
DM with puzzles.
Well, I'm gonna do one weapon attack for no reason. It counts for nothing. It's
Yeah.
a 1. Alright! Hot damn! Hot damn!
Sorry, you came in for a puzzle.
No, I was for God's
No,
sake, I'm the puzzler. It was just like I saw a mosaic and a riddle, and I went, "What the fuck does it mean?"
Oh.
Holy shit! I just saw your roll. Oh my god, that is
Oh
so
my
bad.
God.
Oh yeah,
Heaven
no,
or
it's,
hell.
oh no, it's
What?
complete tragedy.
That would have been so funny to experience live, but it's also at the same time, I'm kind of glad it didn't happen.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
glad it didn't either.
Oh, that's right, Rabbit. You get to experience a horrible rule of non-lane criticals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Non-lane criticals.
Well, that
Max
also
damage on a crit.
next
Yep.
time.
Max
well,
damage plus the normal roll.
Well,
Ooh.
not just that.
So that may come into play with some of your paladin smites later if you have another crit. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rip someone's toes out. Like that's gonna.
Hey, by the
God
way,
damn it, Rabbit, you made me hit water on my nose with that when you said you rip out toes.
Burnout.
Ah!
Yeah.
Two nights
finally
in a
have a
row,
tank.
somebody else ready to do a spit take.
Though what I was gonna say is what I'm looking forward to is Rabbit has no idea what combat looks like for us.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I have an orbital
And
laser.
I'm like, how the fuck did any of you live? Like, it's just.
Oh yeah, no,
I
okay.
have on my nose.
we
I'm
are
sorry,
all
it's almost-
DPS and all summoners.
Yeah.
Oh, that's madness. I love it. All right.
Yeah, and as mentioned before, I'm a wild mage, so
Yeah.
shit will just happen.
I
But we
hope
did have a nice, we had a lull for a bit, and then the storm happened.
I hope it just starts raining ducks at one fight. That's what I really look forward to. I just want
So far,
rainstorm of ducks.
my
I
favorite
mean-
spell that has happened is I summoned a dwarf in
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
other. I summoned a dwarf in an underground hallway. We're both in character, really confused on what happened. He starts trying to sell me shit.
And then he teleports away after a minute.
Where the fuck am I? Being gone.
Jesus Christ.
All right, well, it's time for us to start going around the horn. So let's start out with DeLuna. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at dluna1338. I am currently in prep. I have a wedding to go to in a month, so hopefully everything will go well. I'll actually lose a little bit of weight. Doing a little bit of a weight loss journey right now.
Good luck.
Damn,
Nice.
good on you.
Yeah. Well then, moving right down in the. Oh, go ahead.
I was say, other than that, if you're on Discord with me, you know where to find me. I'm easily able to get in contact with.
Alrighty, well then, moving right down the line, Zombie. Where can they find you?
Find me here on Tuesdays playing Elise on Twitter at ChocoZombie101 and on Twitch at ChocolateZombie101. Don't stream, but usually I'm lurking in chat.
Alrighty, Milla. Where can they find you?
Well, where you if that God, all the words that were in my brain went out through my nose when I inhaled because of Rabbit. Thanks. I'm so recovered from that. You know that gif when you're trying to where you accidentally snort milk through your nose? That almost happened with me with water just now. So thank you for that, Rabbit.
Well,
Anyway. Uh, when you can find me occasionally on Twitter at Middle Ninja Nerd, and you can also find me occasionally streaming on Twitch.tv/Middle Ninja, where I sometimes play Pokemon Legends Arceus. I am dying on this hill once more. And you can also catch me on Monday nights at Twitch.tv/Jake for his homebrew D&D campaign, Legacy of the Deal Breakers, Trials of Edos. Oh, aside from that, not much else on my end.
Alrighty, Caitlin, where can they find you?
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, Caitlin C37, where I do art. So if you want commissions, well, you can just find all my information there.
Fantastic. Draco, where can they find you?
Hey everyone, you can find me on YouTube as Draco Magnus. I'm on Twitter at DMagnius. And you can find me here on Twitch at Draco_Magnus, rather, where I'm currently streaming Paper Mario. That's on Wednesday and Friday at 10 p.m. We very recently finished Lava Lava Island, our pretty thematic to what we're doing here. Tropical Island. Less zombies, thankfully. More killer plants, so, kind of like Chult, not really. We're about to be heading to the 7th chapter of Flower Fields, filled with all sorts of floral fun and, if I'm remembering correctly, enemies that can put you to sleep, which is kind of annoying.
Oh yeah, sleep every fight, like every
Yeah.
fight. Like,
I'm kind of looking forward to it, but not, because of those stupid daisies.
I love them. I love them so much.
And also, the goal was to give you a crap ton of XP, but run away on the dime.
Yeah.
Daisies are so. I still love its design. It's like the design of a daisy definitely resonates with somebody who forgot to bring a monster to this Nintendo game,
Yeah.
and somebody was like, here.
Here's a flower that walks around. There you go. What's
It
next?
was like, wonderful, and he puts the 38 away.
Well then, Rabbit, where can they find you?
Hi, I'm He Who Funny Man, Rabbit. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Hey Mr. Rabbit. That's HeyMrRabbit. I stream Monday through Friday. If you like RPGs, fantasy games, and retro games, I'm pretty much all about that. The two games I've been looking at going to right now is God, what are they? RuneScape and Digimon are what I'm going on right now. Also play some Elden Ring later in the month. I'm looking at playing Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ooh, now that's a fun docket right there. And,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I've heard it's a good game. I've been interested in picking.
I've been
it up.
worried about it because it was made by Shinji Mikami and also Spooky Girl, Ikumi, and Ikumi left the studio, which made me go, "Oh, is that game not great?" Like, but I'm willing to go ahead and give it a shot.
Huh, well, that's good. And you've already found me here at twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn, where stay tuned. I've got a bit more of my schedule opened up, so I've been trying to stream more and playing a little bit of Little Girls Dark Souls with Ender Lily. And I got a few games that I picked up on sale that I might try to sprinkle in while I'm trying to finish that up. And then on Saturday, it's yet again time for another episode of Saved by the Spell, where we go through Strixhaven. So keep an eye out for that. We only just blew up one teacher, so I'm sure it's fine. Totally fine. But now it's also now it's time to introduce Rabbit to another fun thing. El Robot with 100 bits, unsurprisingly giving the quote of the week to Rabbit with, Milla, where on the map are the cows?
I would like to find the cows. Where are the cows?
Yes, like just so you know, every week we choose one random phrase to be like the quote of the week.
Well,
I
robot
feel that needs to be whoever we raid. That needs to be their message. Like, where are the cows?
Okay, yeah. I've got Cheru, Caitlin, Caitlin Elizabeth, the voice actor, and Connor on.
I think we need it. Let's raid Connor. I feel that that's appropriate for today.
Okay.
We could probably say, where are the cows? Also, sorry for powering Rabbit.
Alrighty, well.
Or actually, no, better. Where are the cows? Asked the rabbit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we will see you all again next week, where hopefully we get to punch something.
Yes,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Yeah, there will be an encounter at some point next week. I can assure you that.
All
A hot
right.
dog.
Well then,
Hot
we will
dog.
see you all next
boy.
week.
Bye.
Wow.
Have a good day, everybody.